Hello, everybody. One moment. Don't mind me. My beginning of the week ominous battery warning. Hello, everybody. Good morning or good afternoon. That's a right microphone. Good show. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to the stream. Kitty cat, if you would like to come up, I would recommend this path. Yes. Quite good. Yes. Hello. Good noon. I want to thank Tim for a 29-month resub. Thanks very much, Tim. And Steph the Bee back with 60. That is 60. Whoa, what a long time indeed. We're fancy today. Hi, Kitty. How you doing? You want to say hi to people? You got some purse? You want to do that thing? What do you think? Today is an exciting day. I mean, every day is exciting if you choose to be excited about it for some reason or another. But it's a fresh week, and I am pretty sure, I'm just going to check my mail. I'm pretty sure that this is the week I'm getting my Steam Wheedle to Exalted with just like one more chat list. If I waited until Friday, I could do it with dailies, because I did the World Quest and Undermine yesterday off stream. If I waited until Friday, I could do it with World Quests. But I don't want to wait until Friday, so I'm going to take another alt into Undermine, do their chat list, and that should, maybe with the Darkmoon Faire buff, maybe it doesn't even need it, that should get me Exalted, finally, with one of the Undermine Goblin reps, and then I can finally paint my car, so that I don't have default car. Let's see here. I was checking my mail, because I wanted to see if I made any gold, because I was crafting some stuff to sell yesterday. Neltily, thank you very much for the 21-month resub. Appreciate it. Katie, really going for it today. Co-host? Yeah. I think she's been waiting over the last 2 days for me to finally sit down and stream, and she seems pleased about it. She seems happy. I had a couple of days off where I was going out a bunch and running around places that weren't home, and she kept trying to like sit in front of the doors to stop me from leaving, and then realizing that she's just a little kitty cat and that I can just walk around her, and it was very upsetting. But I'm home today, kitty cat. I don't think I'm going anywhere. My main is now a garden gnome that calls upon the powers of the void to eradicate garden pests. Started the Dark Fuse farm today. Big yikes and the time commitment on that one. Yeah, a little bit of a project. My logic is that I will worry about that when I'm done, like, because it kind of comes along with doing everything else in the zone. I'm gonna get myself stressed about that when whatchamacallum. I'm gonna get stressed about that. Which one do I want to do first? Boppin' or Anthus? Probably Boppin'. I'll worry about him when I'm like kind of done with the rest of my Undermine projects. And then I'll see kind of how far off I am and how realistic it is to just like grind it. Because I'm still, I think for the sake of, I think I'm gonna get a lot of market research because I'm gonna be doing a lot of activities for chat lists, for reputation, and then for the part-timer thing for like a long time. That part might take longer. Well, it's hard to say. We'll see. I did vaults. My vault's kind of boo-boo this week. Nothing too exciting. I literally took tokens on this character, so she's either going to get a SAD or socket adding device, or maybe even gold if I decide I don't really care about sockets. Socket adding device would go on to, cannot be used in helms, or can be used in helm bracers belts. She has a hero helm. I can put a socket in her hero helm. That's probably a good idea. Let's just do it. Let's just, why don't we? And then I can buy her another one of those deadly emeralds. Actually, I might even have one on me. Oh yeah, because I have them on me because I bought extra settings, but I didn't want to blow them on my champion rings because their stats weren't very good, but I think at this point I really should just do it. So let's upgrade the helmet. We'll stick a gem in there. I don't really know why I'm worrying about. And then this is champion, yeah. I don't really know why I'm worried about this. I guess I've forgot how much I spent on the gems and stuff, so to me they're free because I just found them in my bags. It's like finders keepers. Except that I'm the one who left them there. So we'll get our chat list and we'll do that. And that should do me. I'm gonna need one more, aren't I? I see you too have become a garden gnome. Yeah, I put the red set on, or at least most of it, onto my priest, and I was wearing that for keys, and I think raid last week as well. One deadly emerald, please. 2,000 gold, that was why I wasn't doing it. It's just occurred to me why I'm cheap. Oh my goodness. All right, well, that's fine. I was gonna chunk that in there. I don't think I'm gonna get a ton more upgrades. I'll do delves and stuff. I've decided that my alts, unless like an alt key knight or an alt raid knight comes up, I'm gonna largely just gear them in delves. I've been having fun doing that. I don't feel super... I'm not dying to like go pug them into raids or anything like that, so... delves and in-game content, or Undermine content it is. We got coffee, we got a kitty cat. Nice to be back on stream. We made it more or less on time. Give or take a minute or two. It's just hard. You wake up and the birds are tweeting and it's, I don't know, it's nice out. I don't have any excuses. I was going to say it's hard to get out of bed because it's just like so cozy in bed, but that's true when the weather sucks too. Let's see. Well, we're going to start by getting our chat list. Oh, I haven't done side gigs yet either. I have not yet done the 4 side gigs for the week. My reputation level is at 2,625 of 21k. So I don't even need to get the Darkmoon Faire buff. I probably should. Because we know that we're going to need a lot more than just the... we know we're going to need a lot more than just these. So her Hearthstone's off cooldown. So if I wanted to... although she doesn't have a cloak, does she? I should get teleport cloaks in these guys. If I wanted to go back and pick up the 10% rep buff. Because, like, am I gonna die out here? I don't think I'm gonna die out here. No one ever thinks they're gonna die. I'll do this. Oh, no, it's over. Oh, yeah, and then the chat list. We gotta go get that. That was the whole point. Had a fun Vexy bug last night where we killed her vehicle, and she jumped off over the fence and reset. Oh, dear. Hilarious. Unfortunate. At least it's Vexy and not someone later in the raid that's tougher, but like that's so funny. So I've definitely done that one. I want to turn the music up a little bit because I enjoy this music a lot. There we go. How diligent do I want to be here? I think I'm gonna be good. I think I'm gonna go back. We're gonna go get a Darkmoon Faire buff before we start doing all this because it will matter. There's Paragon cash stuff for the 4 cartels or 5 cartels or whatever, which is, well, hopefully just 4. I don't know if Dark Hughes has it. I hope not. I don't know. Vile. The 100 chat list achievement doesn't count. Yep, sure doesn't. And I have a bad feeling that even if they decide to relent on that, which I don't think they're gonna, but even if they decided to relent on that, they probably wouldn't be able to do it, or they wouldn't want to do it, one of the two, retroactively. And of course, this is like, I'm in my chat list farming prime, but I'm turning them all in for rep because I'm gonna need so much rep. So I'm gonna go to Org. I'm a member of my own guild, so I think I'm gonna try and buy Orgrimmar cloaks, I guess they would be called. It doesn't have the same ring as a Starmoon cloak. I'm not used to being Horde, even though 3 of my 4 ults that I'm currently, or 4 characters I'm currently playing are all Horde. Just remember, if you're not able to do it in bed, then it probably is not worth doing at all. I mean, I can bring my laptop into bed, then I can do all kinds of things. World quests. These guys buy their thingy. Guild services, yeah, over here. Over this way. Because if I'm gonna play her... That's not right. Oh, hang on. These are appearances I need. Don't mind me. I have those appearances, but not from these item IDs. Thanks, can I mock it? This is very important. Very important. I know that I'm missing vendor loot. Because every now and then when I do an auction house scan, I'll see people reposting vendor loot. And I'll be like, oh, I don't have that appearance, but I'm not going to pay 100 gold for it because I know I can clearly. Also, I'm pretty sure this is not the guild. I think I ran in the wrong door. Guild services. Oh, they don't even have a building. They're just under a little tent. Hello. You have tabards. You are the guild master. You're the guild vendor. All right. You can buy all 3 of them, and I think I will do so. Oh, get the pet too. I mean, it's like character specific or something. I don't know. I'll buy it. Yeah, you can buy all 3 cloaks. You just want to make sure that you're not going to like vendor them with your junk lists or anything. That'll help. And then to get to the Darkmoon Faire, there should be some wizard or another that wants to give me a little teleport. won't bother with hats. I just want to pick up the buff. Sometimes I bother with hats. You are not the Darkmoon Faire. Oh, I know where they are. I know where they are. I remembered something. It's coming back to me. They're up here. Haha. All right. Take me to the staging area, please. Thank you. The advice of a very wise man. Mm-hmm. I get all of my advice from Oscar the Grouch. I don't remember what he said, but he seemed to know what was going on. This way. This would be a great place to ride your Darkmoon Faire horse if you bought one from the trading post this month. I chose not to do such a thing because I am stingy with my trader's tender, and I'm saving it for the apocalypse, apparently. Okay. I like redoing these weeklies as well. You only get rep for doing them the first time, but it's 200 resonance crystals per to do them again. And it doesn't really take very long to do them again. And, I still need the mount from shipping and handling. It looks like next surge pricing is at 9:30, so 12 minutes in surge pricing. I found the tab. I don't know why I couldn't find it last time, but it's cool. We're good. I found the tab that shows me when the events are.
I hope to see you again
Ride
soon.
ticket book there.
Oh, hello.
That's not gonna... I just want those to, like, learn to me. Okay. I think we're good. They should. Okay, yeah, now stuff's being added to my parents' collection. Strangely, only 2 of them, but that's okay. Morning, gamers. Good morning! Finally got my first alt into Undermine, Enhancement Shaman. Never would have guessed I'd be playing Priest and Shaman this expect. Take the portal to Northern Dalaran, closer than Orger Stormwind. Darkmoon Faire person just outside the building. Oh, nice. That's a good tip. Alright, we got our 60 minutes, and then we can head back to Undermine and start working on our chat. Let's do a couple scrap jobs, and then some surge pricing should help. You don't get rich by writing a lot of checks. Bill Gates' cameo in The Simpsons. Mm-hmm. Kitty, how do we get rich? Have a lemonade stand. Trade paper clips for things from random passersby on the street. Oh, Kitty, she's like headbutting my hand, my mouse hand, all cute. Oh, you're so sweet. I love it when Noggin Foggers talks about chuckleheads. There's a word that doesn't get enough play anymore. I was heading. The urge to just do gold world quests again. I mean, there's really no reason not to. They don't take very long to do, and they give like almost 1,000 gold each. I had some thought that I should just try to keep up with. Oh, Kitty. Oh, forgot I left my glasses cleaner on the desk and she knocked it over. I had some thought about just making a point to clear out the Undermine gold world quest. Not all of the ones in the expansion, but just the Undermine ones. Because they don't take a lot of travel time to get to. They're not super hard. And they're, they're like 1,000 gold each. And there's like, look, there's, how many of them are up right now? Gold, okay, there's just one. But sometimes there's 2 or 3. And you do it on a handful of characters, and all of a sudden you're getting somewhere. I'm gonna need other people to show up and... Well, is that... No, that is somebody. There is somebody else here. I'm gonna need more other people to show up. My pet hurts. Arcane Bolt we can live with. That bombardment I'm gonna kick next time. I've been doing these whenever I see them for chances at Miscellaneous Mechanica. And I haven't gotten any Miscellaneous Mechanica. And I promise I do them, like, pretty often. Drop rate is stinky. It giga sucks. Yeah, I was hoping I could bully it into dropping for me, but no luck. Alright. Let's do a scrap job, eh? That's generally a good one for, generally a good idea for... chat lists is doing some scrap digging and doing some shipping and handling. Those will usually count. This way. Well, we'll take the door. It's randomly a Shadowlands tier grind for no reason? You think so? Oh. There are a lot of reputations out here. I have more fun working on them, though. Although, did I hate the ones in Shadowlands? I might have done. I don't know if I remember the Archivist Codex being the highlight of my life. At least these ones have fun characters. I think the real question that will determine people's experience with this is how much do they like this kind of thing balanced against how badly do they feel like they must get all the cosmetics. Because if you consign yourself to just getting some of the cosmetics, then you're going to be fine. Or if you know, get a kick out of this kind of intense grind, then you're going to be fine. But there's probably a substantial overlap of people that do not want to grind their noses into dust on their keyboard, but still want to get everything. And that's a tough one. That is a Class A toughie. I'm jealous of your cat headbutts. Less affectionate cat slept with me all night. Aw. Turns out it was an apology or shame snuggle because he pushed a vase off a shelf and I had a lot of glass to clean up. Oh, a shame snuggle.
Not again.
Got most of my old reliables up to 80, but I don't want to gear those ones. Multiple out 660. Surprised how easy it is to get decent gear. Whoever said you could get more Mechanica and Paragon chests, I got 0. Yeah, sometimes can drop and will drop or different animals. That's, yeah, the main grind that I think is not unreasonable because, again, they're just for cosmetics, but the main grind that I think is... Mechanica is probably the most egregious one, followed by the fact that there's Paragon caches for the other reputations, and not just the major cartels one. Should we do Foreman Gutso? I think I turned my water down to the point that I can barely see this water. I was messing with my graphics trying to fix my frame drops. And we've got 6 more minutes. It's going to be surge pricing time, and then we'll do 10 shipping jobs. Chance at amount. Good for the chat list. Good for weeklies. Is there anybody that's going to fight this? I feel like this guy's especially hard. Like, people often won't bother with this one. We could do other things. That's just going to be for resonance crystals. Although, 30 resonance crystals. Gosh, am I really going to do it for 30 resonance crystals? I have like 30,000 resonance crystals. But I didn't get them by passing them up, you know what I mean? You think Paragon rep for Cartel is worse than Mechanica? I'm not sure, because Paragon rep for Cartel... Well, you know what? I was going to call it deterministic because it's a reputation-based and it's not random drop-based, but it's both, actually. that may make it a little bit worse. Oh, thanks for the streak. Did get Exalted with VentureCo last week on the Steep Weedle. I'm looking forward to next week allying with a different cartel for the first time, because I've been Steam Weedle 100% of the time. I've been ride or die in them, which is why I'm about to get them finished. So I haven't seen the world quest for the other ones. I think it's kind of neat that we have cartel-specific world quests, because it's going to help keep the zone a little fresher as we play through it. I'm going to get each cartel to Exalted first, and then I'm going to worry about the Paragon caches, because that gives Blizzard the maximum amount of time to rethink their choices. Who throws away perfectly good hot dogs? Ooh, sludge. Why does the excavation site 9 delve feel so long? Some of the stories for that one are really bad, in terms of just speed. Oh, we're doing it, we're doing it. Tag him! My rate's still a couple weeks away from Exalted. You people are fast. I haven't done it perfectly, but I've tried to not miss any batches of world quests, so doing complete clear world quest twice a week. And then the other thing I've done is I've started using a couple of characters to turn in chat lists for rep. I've got a couple thousand rep that I've earned that way. Should we do this? Yeah, we should do it. Dim lighting. Kinkatsu, thank you for the 41-month resub. Good morning, good morning. I hope you're at the beginning of a wonderful day. If it is morning for you. Skipped with a Bilgewater, can't get Exalted this week. I am so excited that today is the day I am finally going to get to paint my car. I hope it's amazing. I hope there's no way that it is underwhelming in any capacity. I have been waiting for, how deep are we into this patch? Like 2 months? I don't know. It feels like a long time. I've been waiting a long time to customize my car visually. Today is the day. It better be good. It better be good. I have a bad feeling it's gonna be kind of minor. We'll see. We'll find out. No spoilers. Okay. There we go. There's a scrap job right over here. Very good. Oh, Glacio garbage up. Missed the actual scrap itself, but that's okay. If I start farming rapid now, will it take me forever to get the enchanted crest? Not forever. Maybe a little bit though. We got 2 minutes. I don't think I'm gonna worry about I'm gonna do the Gold World quest. I don't think I'm gonna worry about the pet battle for this particular moment. I want to keep working on Family Battler because I'm getting there on that one. My Family Battler is coming together. I've got a couple of the achievements finished. And the ones that I don't have finished, I need at most 3 because I did all of them on at least one of the pet battles. Did you see patch drops on April 22nd? With much time, Katie. I heard something to that effect. I'm having a tough time anchoring myself in calendars right now, especially in terms of like game stuff. I have a feeling I'm gonna forget about the patch coming out. It's gonna come out and I'm gonna be like, whoa! So, if it's a minor patch though. What's the thing that we're most excited about from it? What's the big headline? I feel like they kind of blew their big firework with minor patches when they let me transmog anything. Like the blue color that we get for Blackwater. For a second I thought you were painting your real car with house paint. I was concerned. Is that what you think of me? Is that how you think I'm living my life out here? Good grief. Perfect Visions don't come out till late May. Oh no. I'm gonna have to wait to do Horrific Visions. Alright, surge pricing should be starting. You know what? I have time to do the sky thing. It'll take a second to get going. How horrifying. I wonder what else is in it. Happy they're tuned into the community and listen to us wanting them. Some people do. I'm not gonna bully them endlessly because I know some people are genuinely looking forward to it. I might get a kick out of them once I'm back in there. I just don't have fond memories, that's all. These jetpack things are kind of a fun concept. Good way to do like an airborne dragon race without having actual dragon riding in the zone and still keeping with the theme. And they take like no time, which I like. If they bring back Hot Feet, I'm protesting. Halos or Blizzard HQ. Want corruptions, but it looks like they're cheap knockoffs compared to the game-breaking power. I mean, I hope so. The game-breaking power was game-breaking. Like, it was fun because it was the last patch of a long expansion. So it was kind of like, you know, school's out for the summer, goof off, you know, your grades are done, your exams are finished. In the middle of an expansion, I feel like it would be a mess. It was kind of fun for a little bit, but like you would go and you would do a ton of damage and none of it had anything to do with the class that you played or like the character that you made. Your character was just a means to which to use like whatever that one was called. Whirlwind Abyss, thank you for the 29-month resub. I want to dig. We're digging. Want the jetpack to be a mount? Yeah. I never knew I wanted a jetpack mount, but now I want a jetpack mount. That would actually be really fun. Let everybody feel the direct their energy. Look, I'm helping.
Wrap it up. I ain't spending more than
I am
a
helping.
minute here.
But after this one, I'm gonna do jobs.
Oh, for the lover. Get that out of here.
Twilight Devastation. That's what it was called. That's right. That's right. It's all coming back to me. Are we gonna finish this one? We are.
Wait, that's not what
Garbage is back up. We killed it once already today. I need for my chat list. Oh, we did the cans. We did the races. Could do a side gig. That's probably gonna be the fastest thing to do. Must be a good one. Actually, I haven't done any of them, so maybe I should just do the whole batch. But in the meantime, let's do one batch of 10 jobs. Because it's surge pricing time. And I'm getting better at these, I swear. I'm learning to drive. Heading back to the hotel. We're distributing towels. Where's our hype level at for the new patch coming out later this month? If our scale's 1 to 10, I'm personally at like a 2.5, but that's because I'm underinformed. It's kind of sneaking up on me. I wasn't really looking at news this weekend. Didn't total my car. Oh, we got a package. And it's heading this way.
These rats are making a mess of our operations. Get them out of our way. Can you believe those chuckleheads? Trying to
Can you
imitate
believe
my
those
work.
chuckleheads?
So
I need to do
much
that
fun.
quest so he stops yammering about chuckleheads.
Good job, Dollface. You made sure I got my cut of the tip, right?
Nope, too far. I'm more informed and the 2 is valid. Oh no. Cruising is easy if you drive through the stands near the world boss. Oh. Oh, I don't think I was, I think I was confusing that one with the kicking cans. More hype than Cyrano? Cyrano was, Cyrano was fine, but I wasn't hyped for it. I was, my excitement levels were at maybe a 2, and I enjoyed it at maybe a 4.
Pay all your traffic tickets.
It's fine, you know? We're not really, like, upset about anything until we get into the negatives, so we're doing good. Venturewood. Turbo canes you drive through. Gotcha. Yeah, I know the exact spot that you mean. I might do a lap through that then instead of doing the side gig thing. I do need to do side gigs this week, but I can do them on a different character.
Record time.
My skill goes into the negatives? Sure.
From my Rolodex.
Why not? It's my skill. Can do anything it wants. Have you ever been negative about a patch? Probably not at first, because I feel like it would be silly to be negative about something that, like, I haven't played yet. So they don't usually get bad reviews until after they're finished, because I feel like sometimes they sound bad but they're actually okay, or they start out kind of rough but then they get better with hotfixes, and I like to give maximum benefit of the doubt. So for me to hate a patch, you have to really, you know, really mess it up thoroughly beginning to end with no redeeming points in between. I don't know if it's ever happened. No, I liked Korthia after they hotfixed it. Korthia was fun once they kind of sorted it out. It was just really bad on launch. I defended Korthia. Shards of Domination. I don't remember that one. It was a raid, right? Is that the Sylvanas raid? Usually equate quality of patch with how much I play. The selfie patch? I don't remember if I trashed it or not, though. Like, it was... Yeah, it was a patch with, like, nothing in it. I don't remember if I was mad about it, though. I don't know if I was as tuned into patch releases back then. I think back then I used to just play WoW, and then patches would come out and they would kind of surprise me. Special gems for your gear in the Sylvanas raid. Yeah, I've forgotten all about that. I don't usually like when they do that kind of thing. I don't, like, hate it enough to be mad, but I've never been excited. Oh man, we're gonna get to pick a couple of special effects and socket them into this magical teacup that fits in your backpack. Or, you know, onto your bracers or whatever. Like, we've done it a bunch of times. Someone must enjoy it because they keep doing it. It must be fun for someone. I don't even usually read what they do. I just do whatever the chore is to get whatever Wowhead tells me until I can afford to not wear it anymore.
It's just low. Go teach those scalpers some manners.
You just don't hate anything. It's not true.
Hey, you! We got a mech that's
Someone parked my spot once. I was livid.
short it down. Win?
You do the work, I don't break a nail. That's a win-win for me.
Alright, there's a package over this way. In this economy, right?
Dark Fuse is sending their best
Dude.
to try and make trouble.
Hazel has a grudge against
How
Correct.
many of their best do you think adds up to one of you?
That's quite the meal. Where's it going?
Nice job. Now get back to work, Toots.
Another package. I love the packages. They're so fast. Whoop. Uh-oh. I was so confident that I was doing such a good job at that. I think my problem is I didn't quite know where I was going. Here it is. I'm a Blizzard White Knight for free. A lot of grace for people who work on the game, especially after working at a large corporation. Yeah. I tend to give maximum benefit of the doubt too, because I mean, I've never worked in a large corporation. I don't really know what it's like. But I think for me, I love this game and it is a huge part of my life. But at the end of the day, it's still a game. It's not that serious. And there's so many things to do and so many things that work really well in it that I feel like I'm always going to have fun. The things that are core to my enjoyment of the game have been intact the entire time. So when they do something that's like a little funky, you know, it's they always fix it. There's always and you know, even if it stays for a whole patch, there's another patch coming just around the corner. It's never been a problem. I've never had it actually like ruin my month or anything like that.
That thing snagged my lunchbox earlier.
You think a lot of people who do a poor job think they're doing a good job? I don't know. It's hard to guess what other people are thinking. When I'm doing a poor job, I'm usually pretty aware that I'm doing a poor job. And it's not so much a, I think I'm awesome at this and I'm not. It's more like a, I'm not putting the resources into this that it needs to happen for me to do a good job at whatever the thing is. It's more of a resource allocation problem. Issue isn't that they make mistakes, they make the same mistakes with the same faulty reasoning and don't learn from them. I think devs and players measure success differently. I think that's true. I think different players probably measure success differently too. Alright, I'm taking my legally mandated break. I did not get the mount in this batch, unfortunately. It's funny to me how some people will talk about Blizzard like it's a dog that you have to train. And not like a company made up of many different people. I don't know, it's just strange. Look at what they did to my poor boy D4. Patience was tested during Shadowlands. Now I don't really look back on it fondly. Everything else has been a scale of fine to great, though. If you haven't played WoW in over a year, I would... Yeah, I would... It's fine to abandon your quests. I would start with things that are on the top of your quest logs. They're going to put campaign, and they're going to put systems unlocking quests there. And if you see anything that is a pink triangle quest, do that first. Like the icon on the quest is a pink triangle. Do that first because that's going to be like a feature unlocking quest. Okay. I'm not doing another batch. I'm not doing another batch of jobs. I'm going to clock out. I'm going to open a couple of these boxes. I'm going to check my chat list. Yeah, we got our 50 cans, so my chat list is finished. This is excellent. I'm going to turn in... I've got 37 minutes left of my rep buff. I'm going to turn in my list for rep. And I'm also going to turn in my weeklies here just for a couple extra resonance crystals.
What you need?
Because we need them. Also, this will be good. This will get her a couple of keys. A couple of coffer keys. That is veteran chainmail. I wonder if Bobbin has enough... Oh, Bobbin has full tier. I was gonna say, I wonder if I have enough catalyst charges to get myself a 4-piece bonus. I'm wearing 5 pieces, don't mind me. Am I gonna double chet it? I don't know what that means. I think I'm going over here. This should get us Exalted. Favorite thing about WoW is that it's constantly evolving. Too often people forget that failing's okay, something we all do to learn. Should let you turn in chat list for Darkmoon.
Something for you.
Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da.
I'll be waiting.
I am now Exalted, my warband. Exalted with the Steam Riddle Cartel. Also, I got 550 for the chat list, but then I got 375 just because. So I'm gonna get a box. Oh, that's nice. They gave me a box just for getting to the Renown. It just had gold and some resonance crystals in it, but still. Looks like I can now get my goblin green paint and my mean green flying machine. So I'm going to transfer... I'm just going to pull them all one up. Resonance crystals. We're getting the mount. And I'm getting the paint.
Won't find better.
Da-da-da-da-da. Rip no mount. That was a free Paragon box. It's kind of nice that they give you at least one for free. It would be great if you got the mount in the first one. Mean. Green. Flying machine. Not many people are going to have this yet because you'd have had to have been doing Steam Weedle specifically. New mount. Now, we're going to the garage. Oh, we're going to the garage and we're gonna change up the color of this car. So, up the hill. Someday I hope mounts get weapon systems, you think? I remember when they made a big deal about aerial combat and dogfighting on the Wrath of the Lich King box. I don't know. I don't think vehicle combat's my thing. Although there is that the butterfly mount for the trading post that holds a little spear. Oh, I need to learn the paint. Goblin green. Alright, so first of all, hang on. Before I put it on, I'm just going to look at my car. Just to remind myself of what it looks like by default. It looks like this. So a little bit of red. A little bit of green. Neutral. And then make it green. There's nothing environmentally friendly about this paint. It's green! It is quite green, actually. You know, that's actually not as underwhelming as I thought it was going to be. Got my 1000th mount today and never have to run Mythic Sylvanas. It's a good day. Congratulations. Most people went Steam Weedle for Noggenfogger. I didn't even realize what Noggenfogger did when I bought it. I just... Pardon me. I saw a toy, and I went for it, and then later I was like, ooh, this is nice for underwater delves. Okay. I should. Let's see here. Boppin needs keys for Boppin's delves. Doing bountiful delves every week is nice for gear for my alts, and even when they don't really need the gear, it's nice for brain experience. I also, let's see, let's get into a group for this. Changes the seats too. Oh. I do like the green. A little better. Are you around here? Want to play the casino in Undermine? If something is less underwhelming than you thought it would be, did it over or underperform? Over, right? Unless I'm missing something. Which is entirely possible. One more dude. Here's a dude. I was getting lots of brain experience for doing 10 and 11 keys, but they take so long. They're so slow. I might just do 8 keys. I think my brain is level 65? 67 actually. Coming along. He's coming along. He's getting somewhere. I'm gonna get him all the way to 80 before I mess with double question mark underpin again. That is my plan. Cast and then a key. Perfect. Key wise, I have 4. Do I have any I have 30 of the fragments. Oh, this is actually probably gonna give me another one too, eh? I'm also getting kind of closer anyway, to my Glory of the Delver. I've been having a bear of a time trying to get the different stories up. I've been kind of unwilling to just run the delves when they're not bountiful, and the bountiful ones seem to always have the same stories that I've already done. You gotta get a little bit lucky. Okay, so she did 1, 2 weeklies downstairs, 3 weeklies downstairs. So this is gonna be my 3rd key. Because I think she had one left over. And then yeah, I can do one more weekly. Theater troupe shows in 10 minutes, or I could do Awakening the Machine is easy. If I wanted to get my last key here. Good for resonance crystals, which we're gonna need them. We're gonna need them. We blew through like quite a few of them just getting the mean green flying machine, which I suppose I should ride actually. It's a very boppin' mount, and it's new. Yeah, let's fly around on that. When I needed the last 2s, when I started looking at them every day. Gave up on waiting for them to be bountiful. Checked all the delves every day in case they had a scenario I hadn't done. That's probably smart. They don't have the same story twice in a row, but I don't know if they cycle. That is a good question. I have add-on Delve Companion here showing me which ones I'm missing. So 1 from Mines, 1 from Waterworks, 1 from Dread Pit, 2 from Sanctum, 1 from Skittering Breach. Okay, and then 2 from Underkeep. So I am missing a fair few. I'm missing a just 1 or 2 here. Looks like Waterworks is up today. Let me get my 4th key real quick. This is a nice thing to do. There are definitely rewards that I still need from this. There's a back piece, I think, another one of the cogwheel back pieces for awakening the machine.
Measure twice,
Yeah, it's ready for a
cut
challenge.
once. Watch my
I need
back
a
by
tabard
the moon
and
machine.
a machine warden's cog to drop from this still. So even if I, it's good that I'm doing this again for coffer keys. Doesn't take super long. Honestly, I think it's probably faster than doing theater troop, which is something that I tend to do as like a default if it's up when I think about it for a key. This is probably faster than theater troop. Theater troop takes like 12 minutes if you start it at the beginning. What is my ATT delve number? Oh, like how do I have collected from delves and ATT? That's a good question. 74.79. Missing some Zekfir stuff. Can I still do Zekfir for that stuff? A couple of achievements. Oh yeah, that for doing them. I've done 89 of my 500 delves, and then there's Glory of the Delver. I need one more battle pet. Some more armor and stuff. Some stuff for undercoins as well. Yeah, some stuff. It's coming along though. It's not as bad as you'd think it would be given how badly I neglected delves in the first patch. Do you feel that with the next patch dropping so soon, we're going to have a bit of an overload with to-dos? Goblin reps, visions, duos, delves, raid, dailies, weeklies? Yeah, maybe. I think something that helps for me is that by the time that visions are out, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be done with raid. I don't typically raid all the way through a patch, and now that we have our AOTC, we probably have a few more weeks of reclearing before we're not, like, before we're pretty much done. Especially because, yeah, we're nearly finished our patch goals. So, I am... Yeah, you just kind of got to pick and choose some things to leave behind. There's going to be tons of options for sure. It is certainly a risk. I'm not even sure what duos means in that context. Maybe that's something I haven't been doing this whole time. Hunter is such a nice class to do this on. You've got so many things that you can stop the casters with. I've got like nice, easy AoE, or not AoE, but yeah, I guess AoE multi-shot. My pets are super fast. When I get done with weeklies for the week, I'm really excited to level my Warlock. But I should do at least 8 Bountiful Delves. Level 8 Bountiful Delves on Anthus and Boppin. It'll be great for leveling Bran, which is an important thing. And it'll be great for working on these achievements too. Missed that you cleared Heroic. How hard was Gallywix? Thank you very much. It was tough. He has very high healing requirements. We had to shuffle our comp around, and we actually brought on like a friend healer that wasn't part of our group usually. We had a couple of people join in, and that helped our comp to the point that we could do it. Duos are the double boss thing. What's the double boss thing? I'm so confused. We did not make Flabby heal. If you make Flabby heal, you've really done it. Brawler Guild 2s. Oh, is it new to the new patch? Dastardly Duo's new patch feature. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. That's good to know. I don't think I knew about that. Cool. That'll be fun. It's been a while since I've done Brawler's Guild. It's always a good time. Flabby get crabby. Flabby just doesn't really heal. He can. He's certainly capable of it, but he's a melee DPS at heart. 6-week event. Oh. Fight against animatronic versions of old bosses. Oh, interesting. That sounds kind of fun. I'm into that. Is Flabby a better healer than you? Flabby's a better everything than me. But I don't know. I'm a pretty good healer. like my bee buzzer. I don't think it's a great trinket, but it's fun. You get to hop on a little cinder bee. I started my new Animal Crossing playthrough. I nuked my island again for either the second or third time, I don't know. I like starting Animal Crossing over. It's fun for me. I don't have any regrets about doing it, even though it's kind of a game that's not really designed for you to play it like that. I've found that it's fun for me, and I'm very much into my new playthrough. Looking forward to playing every day. I wanted something to work on to kind of help keep me sane through the process of like house hunting and hopefully eventually moving, that I would have as like a little continuity piece from before and after that would also, you know, be a place to park my brain for a bit when I need to decompress. The Satisfactory arc might be over for now. I think it's been too long. I think that enough time has passed. I don't think we're picking it back up. At least not right away. Maybe down the road again. But that would be a new arc. Any luck? Not so much with the luck, actually. Well, that's okay. That would have given us my 4th key, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, coffer key. And I have Paragon Rep we can pick up over here. These are good for resonance crystals. Overflowing tropes. And gold. You know, a couple thousand gold. Perfect. Okay, so Boppin has her keys. Boppin is ready to delve. Let's go Boppin do it. It is 10 a.m. I'm gonna do 8s because I don't want to be in these forever. I know that like you get more brand experience for doing higher delves, and I know you get like Gilded Crest if you do like the really high ones, but at a certain point I have a lot of delves I need to do because I want to do them on Boppin and Anthus. So I don't want to be in here forever. Does she have a Wave Scrambler? No. But sometimes you just get a map. And sometimes you just, you know, Underpin just spawns in his own, so it happens. I didn't check to see if this is the story I need, but I'm just gonna do this anyway. Let's see how fast hopefully we can get these going in like 15 or less. I would love that. 15 minutes or less. Do I have, I used to have, I think I ran out. I was gonna say cheap flasks. Okay.
Nice weapons. No kill me.
Well, I'm gonna summon my lust pet. And I have my brand healing. I remember this one. This one bugged out. Someone a pet, someone a pet. Anybody, any of them. Kablooey. Kablooey, help me. Alright, we wanted a lust pet, so we're lusting. Hi. We're all in. How far till you get your new warband screen? The delve one? I have the delve one already. I think I have all the warband screens I'm gonna get. I tried it out and decided I didn't like it. I decided it was too dark. I couldn't see my characters well enough. But I'm glad I earned it anyway. Yeah, my delve journey is done. I'm mainly doing this for alt gear, for collecting the different things that I still need from delves in general, and also importantly for brand levels. I'm very motivated to actually finish leveling my brand this season, so I want to get him to 80. He's 67 right now. Shame it's too dark. It's not too dark for other people, I'm sure. It's just me. I'm picky. I am very used to being able to see my characters in their regular screen, which is like nicely lit and has them much bigger, so anything that has them like real tiny, and I do play a lot of short characters. Nicely. Are you good? I am. Okay, you're good. I wonder if this is a long story. I actually really like the dark ones. Don't know how I feel about new All of Things sounds. Oh. One of the things on my to-do list of things that I want to get around to that I may or may not ever do is to custom make some all the things sounds just for myself to use. Oh, we're going in this way. Make sure my pet is taunting. I know I turned off the taunt for a second. Thought 70 was Brand's cap until you said that. I guess I have more leveling to do. Yeah, I think they bumped him to 80 this time around. Flabby's almost finished his, but he's more diligent about making sure he does his delves. You could really power level him if you had a couple of characters and you were willing to do your bountiful delves every day. But I really hate running delves if I don't have a key for them. It just feels bad. Even if I don't even need the gear, it just feels bad to do. Are you coming, friend? Hope they let you customize the warband screens like housing. Oh man. I don't know what kind of technology would be needed to make this happen, but if they could come up with a warband screen that literally was from your house, customized the way that you had customized your house, that would be bee's knees, chef's kiss. 10 out of 10 no notes. I just feel icky finishing Bountiful and not having a key for the chest. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I got some chunks here.
Nice fight.
XP for Bran, which I appreciate is better than the XP for Bran was that we were finding on the ground last patch. How's Boppin doing? I'm at a level 651. My single target's not so good though. I don't know if it's the spec or what, but my ST is suffers a little bit. Seems unfair to restrict the number of keys when you can run Mythic Plus for loot as many times as you want. I wonder if they could go back in time if they would restrict the amount of times you can get loot from Mythic Plus in a week, but like, it's too late now. People would riot. More than usual. Above standard levels of rioting. Because it's not... It doesn't match with the way loot distribution works in the rest of the game. You know, you get raid lockouts. Your vault's only coughing up one piece a week. Everything else is time gated. They absolutely would. Yeah, the mythic piece is just once a week. I did a dumb thing this week. I took a mythic offhand on my priest that didn't have very good stats because I was like, oh, well, maybe I can catalyze it to have better stats. And then I took it, and then I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. You cannot catalyze weapons. I really should have known that by now, by current year. It should not have taken me this long to learn that lesson. I'm probably going to wear it anyways, because fully upgraded, it's going to have so much more stam and int that I think I can probably just, I don't know, get away with worse secondaries. It's haste versa instead of crit mastery. But, I don't know, we'll see.
Rental.
I do think it's kind of cool that if you really want to maximize the loot that you're getting from delves, you can get a couple of extra keys by doing, you can get more keys by doing, whatchamacallums, the coffer key shard things, so Radiant Echoes, coffer key shard world quests, and then you're also getting a couple from undercoins once you've gone through the thing. Like, you can get quite a few. It's not just the 4 from chest. That's kind of like your bare minimum. You would get 4, 5, 6... probably 7 or 8, depending on coffer key shards. World Soul, that's what I've started doing. Plus there's achievements and whatever for that too. I don't know if I'm getting out of this delve in 15 minutes or less. Maybe. Can we just like zip ahead to the next part? We don't want to stop and fight these. We're zipping. Come on, guys. Come with me. Oh, I turtled, or I tried to. Darn it, I thought that would work. Oh, can it, Brand? Let's keep a strategy in mind. Oh, gosh. Alright, getting the pet back. Come on, Kablooey. Can, lust again in another 4 minutes. Was it new? It wasn't, unfortunately, the offhand. I don't know why or how, but I had it already. The biggest achievements are in there for killing all the rares in the hardest difficulty, where if you die, you get bounced out. Do you get more shards in the hardest one? I've never done the hardest one. I don't know. I typically do the 5 badge. He's not quite at 1 Somdi levels of sass when you die, but he's getting there. Yeah, I did a Radiant Echo with Flabby last night, and it was a lot of shards, like 163. Because the score got higher than I normally push it on my own. I usually get about 125 shards doing it on my own. Alright, fine. Let's do this little fiddly trash in little fiddly steps. Try using a harder hitting ability after I died. Enraged me enough to quit that delve. Yeah, he's not real good at picking his moments. He's got some life lessons to learn about solicited versus unsolicited advice.
That device keeps us safe from the poison. Hold on to it.
Something hits quite hard. Maybe it's fireballs. Just waiting for Bran to cough up some healing potions. I know I have like a ton of these air totems and you don't have to just carry along just one. But I have a real habit of carrying along just one. Like I'm really unwilling to leave any of them behind. My favorite is when he starts attacking stuff randomly. Does aggro for some reason. Yeah, Bran, I don't remember what score got us that many coffer key shards. It was over 200 for sure. Bran was like diving. We were doing side street sleuths last night, Flabby and I, and Bran was just diving into like the green goop while fighting the boss and tanking him there. We had tank Bran. I was healing when Flabby was doing DPS, and Bran insisted on tanking. He also insisted on standing in the underpin bombs. It was a mess. We didn't summon underpin on purpose, but he decided to show up anyway. Side Street Sluice is not a good place. Oh, no. We summoned... He spawned in... Not Side Street Sluice. He spawned in the sinkhole, which was worse than Side Street Sluice. Because in the sinkhole, you cannot kick the underpin bombs. Like, you can click on them and nothing happens. It's something to do with the underwater thing, I think. This is terrible. I have Bran heal when I'm DPSing on my own, and if I'm on my priest, I'll have Bran tank and I'll heal him. Ideally with Flabby there to do damage, but sometimes just on his own. I pretty much never have Bran just do damage. I always have him heal or tank. Well, the one time I think I had Bran just DPS, I was on Anthus, because I figured I was doing enough tanking and healing for everybody. How are we doing in here? How are we doing Nemesis pack-wise? This is obviously one.
Watch your step.
Had that problem when I summoned him. The bombs were in the water and they refused to be kicked out of the way.
Watch your step.
Not ideal. Not great.
Watch your step.
Oh yeah, those fireballs hurt and they leave a dot too. That's what I wasn't accounting for. It just looks like, sounds like something you can get away with letting them cast. Yeah, I also was unable to kick the bombs off the cliff in Nightfall Sanctum. But yeah, Sinkhole was really bad. I mean, I was fine. I just backed up out of the bombs from where they stood, but Bran refused to do that. So he would not only stand in the bomb, but he would also stay out of range in line of me while I was backing up out of the bomb. And then he would die and he would be like, why? But we just rezzed him like 4 times over the course of it and eventually got through it. That was a crazy delve. Flabby also like fell through the map and died. There's a few things that happened. It was a struggle. The big cheater leashed me back in. Oh no. Okay, wax face. There's one more underpin pack somewhere.
Look around. There's treasure.
I have a feeling I passed them. I don't think it's worth my time to go back and look for it. I like to get them all done if I can, and especially if I'm doing like a 10 for the sake of brand experience, I'll definitely do all of them, but this is just an 8. We're just gonna go ahead.
Watch your step.
They'll never use a Darkmoon.
AOE incoming.
Bran, you put all of your healing potions in the green goo.
Watch your step.
There we go, much better.
AOE incoming.
Nice. So Delver's Journey does nothing for you, right? Once you've finished it, there's no further benefit to getting any additional journey. There's no like Journey Paragon cash or anything like that. Yeah, what do we got? Yeah, it took us 14 minutes, so it was under 15, but like barely. That Nemesis cache was useless. That was just a gray item. Got a couple of ruined chests, crests. Got a Amorphous Relic trinket. That one's actually not bad. I might wear that over my Remnant of Darkness. I can get it upgraded to match. Because my Remnant of Darkness sucks. It's like a melee trinket. It's hero track, but that's just because I think it was like the only thing I could get from my vault 1 week. Once you cap, you're done with that. Was there something I was gonna do before the next delve? I forget. I don't think so. Do I have the delve weekly? There's like a... I'll go double check actually before I do any more of them. I know there's like a do 3 delves this week up in what's his face. Oh yeah, I was gonna I'll see if I can upgrade that Amorphous Relic. Who do delve mains gear when 80% of the loot is trinkets? It does give you so many trinkets. And most of them are very bad. Most of them do not keep up. A few of them do. I think this one's good. I'm gonna switch that out. I'll stick my Remnant of Darkness in my bank so I don't accidentally put it back on, but also so I'm not getting rid of it completely. That's what I'm gonna do. I tend to end up with just like a detritus of old trinkets that I may or may not use in my bank because I'm like, well, it's not good. But what if they buff it? And then I'll just wait until like a patch or two has, you know, left it behind, and then I'll go ahead and vendor them or disenchant them or whatever. Oh, I forgot to pick this up. Well, it's a good thing we're grabbing it now. Iron Mines just got to know.
See you down below.
And then let's do an upgrade, and then we can do another delve.
This world is vast and wondrous.
This guy. Yeah, no crests at all to get it that far. If I stick it to 8 of 8, that's gonna take my ruined crests. Is there anything else that I can upgrade like without needing crests? No, I'm thinking to be kind of rune crest capped here. Ruined and gilded. Can I upgrade? Do I have extras? Not really. I don't have a ton of extras. Carved. How many weathered do I have? I don't know. It doesn't say. Oh, no, just the one.
Farewell.
I've been doing crest upgrades, because once you get to the point where you can do them, you don't need the lower ones anymore, so you may as well. You just make sure you buy the purple ones and not the blue ones. You do not want the blue ones. Do you think they will actually leave the cartel reps as they are? Maybe. I don't know, maybe. They might do. I got my first one finished today. Loot carousel is fickle. Used to get a ton of trinkets and that dried up, leading me wanting some that didn't drop. Oh, I have some warbound gear I could drop off here. So we're just vendoring gear. Oh yeah, she has lots of warbound gear she can drop off. Stack it up in the bank. Hello, hello, Uncle Bubby. How are you doing today? I'm glad I'm not alone in hoarding trinkets. Goes back to BC era Karazhan. An old trinket that could stop a dangerous possibility. I have like this eternal feeling that even if a trinket's not very good, it could get rebalanced. I don't know if it ever happened to me where I like got rid of a trinket because it wasn't good for me, but then they changed it. Like they rebalanced trinkets and then all of a sudden I needed it, but I'd already gotten rid of it. I don't know if that's ever happened to me, but like apparently I'm very afraid of that. Good, thank you. Nice, glad to hear it. Come back up. Hi. Yeah, crest upgrades do eat into your cap, but there's no, like, your cap is going to be the same regardless. I don't know. It's not, I just kind of send them whenever, because it's just getting your crest earlier, so you don't have to do as much of whatever the thing was. Okay, our next delve. Do I want cheap flasks? I have so much gold on this character. Maybe we'll buy like some silver alchemical chaos. Yeah, those are pretty cheap. Give me like 5 of those. They don't last super long, but what are you gonna do? Let's use our Delbot. We're going random bountiful delve. Hey, hello Icy Lemons. Happy Wednesday. Excavation site 9. Good times, good times. Oh, I got a map actually. I should use this. I'll use this in this one. We'll get a piece of hero track here. I am once again going in on an 8. I will eat some takeout if I have any. Nope. Belladar's Bounty? Yes, I have Belladar's Bounty. Hi. I do still make YouTube videos. I did some boss guides for the most recent raid tier. Don't think it's a drill one. Okay. As long as it's not the drill, we don't like the drill. Oh, my kitty. 8 minutes left of mana oil. I wasn't really going hard on the, I wasn't really going super hard on the, raid buffs for Dells before, but I'm impatient right now, so I want to get them done fast. The other thing that happened to me in the sinkhole yesterday was I jumped in on my priest. You know how at the beginning of the sinkhole you jump and you land in the water? I jumped in, I landed in the water, and I instantly died. It was just massive shame angel. Like, I don't know why. There was no Death Knight to Path of Frost me. I don't know what could have possibly made that happen. I didn't clip the ground or anything. I landed squarely in the water. I think it's just a bug, but it was hilarious. I did kill Galley on Heroic. I did. Happened to me. Happened to my GF. Happened to me as well. Okay. Well, I'm glad it's not just me. It was silly. Flabby died jumping into Side Street Sluice, but he said he clipped the floor on the way down, which would do it. Okay, rescuing survey team. Looks like there's some over here. Sometimes I have a hard time seeing the brand's health potions in this delve. No, Flabby wasn't on his DK. I have died to that before too, but that was not the case this time. I think it was a bug. Aim to the left when you fall, it bounces you to the right. we're half done with rescuing the survey team already. Happy with that. I want all these curiosities.
That's more like it.
Yeah, I do. I was debating whether I wanted to pull these things for a chance, or to be able to loot these 2 curiosities, and the answer is yes, yes I do. Also, I feel like I'm doing a lot more damage in this delve. I don't know if the kobold trash in the last one was just rough or what. Or maybe the consumables I put on are really making a big difference. Less casters, I think. I think things are gathering up easier. But I want all the brand experience I can get. I got an epic piece of brand experience out of one of them. It's worth 15k XP for brand. Buddy's level 67 and a half.
Look around. There's treasure here.
Treasure? Are you sure? Underpin bodyguard. 67. 67. I'm trying to grind him as expeditiously as reasonable to get to 80, because I want to get him all the way leveled before I try double question mark underpin again. I was working on it a little bit a few weeks ago, and I was kind of sort of getting somewhere, but it was really hard, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to wait until I've progressed a little farther, gotten a bit more gear, and gotten my brand leveled, and then we'll look at it. I'm sure it'll still take some doing, but I think it'll be a little bit easier. How big is your raid group usually? It varies. It tends to start out pretty strong, maybe 15, 16 people, and then kind of dwindle towards 10 as the season progresses and people kind of start to wash out over time. Some people will start out coming to every raid night, and then they'll come to like half of them. And then sometimes people will start the season late and pop in. But yeah, it kind of fluctuates between, I would say, maybe 11 to 17. Oh, T&E with a raid. Thank you very much. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're in the middle of a lovely day. Ooh, I need to go over there. All right, we're going to misdirect. And we're pulling.
Watch your step.
What if it's my new trinket that's helping? What if it's my amorphous relic? It might be doing good. Hi.
Watch your step.
Hello, Haley. How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Hello, Raiders. We're delving. We're doing weeklies. I was very excited today because this was my first day to get one of the Goblin cartels to Exalted. So I've got my I got my steam wheel
Watch
done.
your step.
My car has been painted green. Huge day.
Watch your step.
Got my mean green flying machine. Brand new mount. And we're grinding up brand. Once I get my delves, I don't know if I'm going to do this today because I'm going as fast as I can, but it's like a lot of delves I want to do. Once I get my delves done for the week on my alts, or at least my main 4 for the keys, I want to get to alt leveling again. I had just started a Warlock. She was an undead Warlock. I named her Eveline. And I was leveling. She's level like 18, I think. And I was really enjoying that at the end of last week's streams, but I want to do my weeklies first. Oh, I need to remember to use my map. I'm just gonna slam it. Just to make sure I remember. We just need to rescue one more member of the survey team. And then kill a little tiny bit more old god stuff, and then we're good. I could even camo pass some of the stuff. Yet to learn what the increased levels of brand does. More stats or like damage, I think, just more power. As far as I know, he doesn't unlock any more abilities, but the ones that he has level up numerically. I am currently... Oh, I was leveling my Warlock as Affliction for now. But I'm willing to be flexible this time around. I think I'm willing to kind of play around and try out the different specs to kind of get a feel for what I want to do. Oopsies. I think I'm going to end up pulling that anyway, so I'm just going to pull it now. What other alt are you gearing? You have a Priest, Hunter, Paladin. 4th is going to be Warlock, but I have to level her first. I decided I wanted to play a new one and not one of my existing. So I'm leveling her from scratch. She's starting at level 1 on Sunday. That feels like yesterday. Time's going so fast. Go Deathstroke, Chaos Bolt. We gotta go do Zeligneth. Zeligneth the many. Oh, there's XP up there. Ooh, how am I doing in Nemesis packs? Oh, I did them all. We did it. Woo. Also, I got 45 seconds left in camo, so I can just sneak through here. I like hunters quite a bit for delves. You have all kinds of different things that you can do. Okay, the way I like to do this is one tentacle at a time.
Watch your step. Interrupt.
Casters first. And then it takes 300% more damage once you've killed all the tentacles. Yeah, this felt a lot faster than the last 8 that I did. I think that using a flask and some food really helped. Used Monday to level my DH tank from 70 to 80 in delves. Kind of fun. Yeah! I really enjoyed that as well. I did delve leveling on Anthus, my paladin. It was pretty good. Alright, what do we get? I'm expecting hero track loot. This hunter's 651 already. I can't believe it. Watch her get rings now that I've finally spent the gold to stick gems in her rings. She's gonna get like this statted hero track ring. A regular coffer. Oh, I got an extra chester. I could sell him. Sounds kind of mean, but I have one already. I got a long lost choker. Oh, hero neck. No! It's got speed on it too. Oh man, the reason I'm saying no is because I just gemmed and socketed. It was like 5,000 gold. It's fine. Yeah. Taking my alt tanks into raid, suddenly getting the things I wanted on my main tank. Yup. Sure happens. Lovely. That only took, I'm gonna check the DBM time. 9 minutes for that one. Much nicer. It seems like 10 minutes is kind of my limit for how long I feel like, how long has to pass before I feel like I've been in a delve for too long. Okay, getting out of here. I'm gonna hang on to that neck piece. I will probably upgrade it and gem it and put it on and whatnot. It looks like our next delve is gonna be, we've got Tekrathan, and there's one more up somewhere. Ah, Spiral Leaf. Okay, so we're going to Ajkahet. I think I'm just gonna Hearth. It's a 15-minute cooldown. How you doing, kitty cat? I'm at the point in my life right now where I've once again begun like a ruthless inventory of all my belongings to figure out which kind of things I'm gonna rehome before I move, if I manage to move this summer. Fingers crossed, you know? What am I doing? I came back here because I wanted to take the portal to Tekrathan. I think that's what I wanted to do. Also, what if we just suck it up, gem the neck now? We're gonna buy 2 settings and 2 deadly emeralds. These things. Because it's hero track, I don't think I'm gonna do much better on my on this particular alt. So we'll pop it on. I jinxed it. I totally jinxed it. At least for your jewelry, you can just kind of stick sockets on it with like a pretty cheap and widely available item, and you don't have to worry about messing with like the qualities. Good idea anyway for insurance purposes. Yeah, I mean more of a mental inventory than an actual physical inventory. But yeah, not a bad idea. Can I upgrade it at all? Oh, I can too. Sure. It's got speed on it. I'm speedy. I'm so fast. Alright, come on, Bran. We got 2 more delves to crush through. Spiral Weave and Takrathan. Do I need anything? No, I actually have stories done for both of those. That's kind of nice. Just gotta remember, it's only 10 minutes per. Do I have the toy? Which toy? Keep forgetting I have it. Oh, I do. I used it already, though. It's a 1-hour cooldown that, for some reason, does not reset when you do a delve. I really hoped that it would work kind of like the, I really wanted it to work like the... like Mythic Plus portals, where, you know, yeah, it's got a big cooldown, but if you finish one, it resets. That would be nice. But it does not. You can use it once an hour no matter what. So, we did that one. But I guess I'm being a little spoiled. Nobody ever said it was going to reset. Alright, we got Kablooey. I'm going to re-mana oil my weapon here, because we're going for it. Oh. Oh, I was going to say I should do these for Nerubian Chitin, but I forgot Nerubian Chitin is a quest that I have on my main, and not on this character. Alright, hey Bran, what's up? We've got the grappling hook story today, which is good news if anybody's trying to do Weaver... Let me see. Anyone's trying to do the Weaver story, there's a set of... There's a treasure that you can only loot when you've got grappling hooks active in the stealth. I have it already, but if you haven't finished your Delver's meta, and it's one of the things you need, today's a good day to look into it. Especially for NA. Because I don't know if you does the same ones. I know you can grapple across here, but I usually just kill them. So we're collecting explosives, and I need to remember they don't glow in any way. They just look like this. They're just little spiky doodads. They look like weird paperweights. BF and I farmed the chitin in City of Threads follower dungeons last season. I heard that was pretty good. I'm at somewhere in the range of 400 or 500 chitin. I'm insisting on doing it just alongside other things. And I may at some point run out of patience for that because it's not even the last step of the quest. Like, it's the first step. There's more after it. I just kind of thought, you know, we're gonna be fighting Nerubians anyways. What if I just don't worry about it? Turns out I don't fight that many Nerubians on a day-to-day basis. One of the steps only available from specific mobs. I figure the longer I procrastinate it and just chip away at it, though, when I finally do get over it myself and decide to sit down and get it done, it'll be easier because I'll be closer. It'll take less time. Oh no, my stack.
Watch your step.
My frenzy stacks. I let them drop. Oh, I didn't loot the thing. I'm terrible for that. I will do the treasure and I won't loot the thing that the treasure dropped. Just awful for it. Hang on. It's 50% maximum health. We might want that.
Gruntle. Gruntle.
Tinfoil hat theory? Blizzard? Using delves? as a testing ground for a healer spec for hunters. That is a tinfoil hat. You think it would work like Ana from Overwatch? You just shoot people with darts loaded up with medicine? Wow. Man, I haven't thought about Overwatch in a long time. They must have made a lot of new heroes since I quit, however many years ago that was. That would be fun. I mean, if you want to shoot people with healing, Prevoker has to aim a lot of their heals. I mean, I'm sure Holy Paladin does this too, but I feel like Prevoker is kind of a candidate for that. How do we do Nemesis pack-wise? We need one more Nemesis pack. Oh, you know why I didn't find the Nemesis packs? Is sometimes if I don't even approach trash, I think sometimes you have to get kind of close to them for the Nemesis mob to spawn and, like, replace them. It's like a thing that happens when you get near them. It doesn't happen by default. So if I skipped some trash, like, down this way, there could be... And maybe there's not. Maybe I don't need to do this at all. I'm gonna pull 2 Nerubian Lords and really regret it.
Gruntle.
Let's go! Come Louie, don't die! Listen, we gotta load up the bioprinter. We need really good clothes.
Gruntle. Gruntle.
Okay. Alright, so much for my theory. No Nemesis packs there. But I did get some... Well, I got something. Off we go. Gotta sabotage some supplies up here. Hopefully we find one more Nemesis pack. Oh, there's curiosities. I need them. They could have experience. They got me. I didn't used to worry about them too much because they didn't seem worth it, but all you have to do is... Oopsies, don't mind me. All you have to do is get an epic token like once, and then you're like forever chasing that high if you're leveling Brand. Like an epic token is worth like half of your delve. They're so good. Oh, I haven't been using this at all. Hang on. Oh, it's because I just got them. Never mind. We're fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, these are fun once they start going a little bit faster. Maybe I should leave Anthesis for another day, though. Just so I'm not trying to do, like, all of my alt delves in one day. Spread it out a little bit, because it's only 10:41. I have time. I probably could do them all today, but I want to level my Warlock a little bit. It just sounds like fun. Come on, Kablooey. You can tank. Grab some aggro, buddy. I guess my misdirect's off cooldown. I can't complain. I could be doing it.
They'll never be using that move.
Times another 13. 29.98. No! Congratulations on timing your 13. That's great. $29.98. You could sneeze in like a 12 somewhere and do it, I'm sure. Which dungeons are you missing? Oh, okay, so we can grapple straight to the rafters if we can get there. Still down one pack, right? Yeah, one nemesis pack. But yeah, I guess I need to remember I can grapple past all this. Okay, there's the Adoring Fan. 13 DFC, load, rookery, and workshop.
Watch your step.
Nice.
Watch your step.
Not Priory, huh?
Watch your step.
Priory's hard. Priory was the first 12 we tried. Like, it's easy, but it's hard. In sentences that explain everything and make tons of sense. Alright, so we're done with our nemesis packs, and we just need to get to the boss and do it. So we're gonna just nip around the corner. Grapple on up there. This one has a lot of, at the very end, there's a lot of different little curiosities that you can jump around to get, but you have to do a lot of grappling to get them all. But it's kind of worth it just in case, you know?
Watch your step. Run. Keep moving.
Sometimes I forget I have lust until
Watch
like
your
halfway
step.
through. Although it's better than forgetting that you have lust until the whole thing. Remembered at some point. I think we're gonna try more 12 keys this week. Just need like some time to warm up to them. We only did end up trying the one last week.
Run.
Just wasn't a ton of time.
Keep moving. Watch your step.
Nice. We did it. 45k XP for lovely Bran. And then we'll see what we can get out of our chests here. Yeah, so there's like a curiosity there. There's one.
Smell that?
It's just a lamp. That's
I
fine.
know it. We're close.
And like you can jump down and then grapple back, but it's just annoying. There's one down there. Alright, this one I can grapple right to it at least. These better be worth it. It was not. It was 3 resonance crystals. What about this one? 2 resonance crystals. Yeah, all right. Hello. How you doing today? 13s feel substantially harder than the 11 to 12 jump. Really? Okay. I'll have to respect that. 12, like the 11 to 12 jump really spooked me. I had a tough time with it. I thought it was really scary. Hello? I know there's a thingy up there. I just don't remember how to reach it. I went down too much. Oh, they might make me run all the way around. I see the grapple point. I don't know if I can get in range of it. I kind of foolishly thought that I could. Oh, maybe I can do it from over here. I think this is where we jump down. Oh, I'll just run around. All for 5 resonance crystals. Our clear time was 10 minutes and 43 seconds. Happy with that. Crafting orders to get knowledge points. Oh. Interesting. I wonder if that's a bug. That sounds like strange behavior from the game to clear your crafting orders like that. I wonder if this one is supposed to be grabbable from underneath. Because I feel like sometimes I've been able to do that, but not this time. Alright, what do we get? Ruined Crest. Relic Band. Nemesis Strongbox had... Ooh, I got a cosmetic! I got... Trailblazer's Haversack. I got a backpack cosmetic for the Nemesis chest. Pleased with that. And then a Mechano Core Amplifier. I feel like that one's not bad either. I'm gonna look at the trinket list again. Champion Track Mechano Core Amplifier. BM Hunter Wowhead. Biskier. Trinkets? Mechanical Amplifier is A tier. Amorphous Relic is actually not even on this list. Yeah, I should probably upgrade the amplifier. Maybe use it instead of the Honey Buzzer? Honey Buzzer didn't make the list either. A tier, yeah. Well, that's good. Go put some upgrades into it. Pleased about that backpack. That's nice. It's got a little lamp on it. It's got a little flaming... You know what you want on your backpack is fire! That's great. I wonder if I should replace my Honey Buzzer or my Amorphous Relic. The Relic didn't seem... Oh, I like my Honey Buzzer. I'm gonna keep it. But I just upgraded the Relic. That's alright, we can just upgrade the Mechanical Amplifier too. I'll stick the Relic in my bag. Good way for her to spend some thingies, if nothing else. Oh yeah, and then I had a Chester. I wonder... Chester. I wonder what that'll go for. Because I got an extra one. Put in cage. I'm gonna check him. I feel bad putting Chester in a cage. He's a humanoid. He's just like a little dude. He's got a name. He's probably got a social security number. I'm gonna check Undermine Exchange and see what Chesters go for. Nothing is the answer to that. Absolutely nothing. Sorry, Chester. Not your lucky day. Not your lucky day one bit. Alright. Oh, kind of pleased I have Mechanical Amplifier now then. Man is good. Let's stick this Amorphous Relic away next to my Remnant of Darkness. Got a bunch of Chesters. Poor guy. Okay, let's see. Steamboil mounting systems prank me every day because I'm like, ooh, I didn't know I had a miscellaneous Mechanica on this character because it's the same icon. It is not a miscellaneous Mechanica. It is a mean. It is bullying me. Okay, okay. We got one more delve to do. It is once again in Ajkahet. Did you just kill Chester? I mean, he just doesn't exist anymore. He's just been, you know, deleted. A little backspace. He didn't feel a thing, I swear. Getting rid of Chester's long lost weight is crazy.
Interested in the unusual?
Heading to Dacrythanibus. See if we can smash this out in about 10 minutes. She relieved him of his fear of the dark. Yeah, either that or condemned him to an eternity there, but... You know, is there darkness in the void? I don't think so. I think in the complete absence of light, there can be no darkness. There's our 8. And we have that one up, that one up, that one up. Yeah, we're good. Off and away. Is this a swimming one? I forget. If it is, it's fine. I have water breathing elixirs, I think. Oh, those are mana potions. That's a water breathing elixir. I also have Knockenfogger. Yes, swimming. There we go. Alright, got 5 Niffin to rescue. Let's see how fast we can do it. One high person watching this having an existential crisis. Ah. That's pretty tame. I haven't started talking about how we're all walking around in rented meat suits yet. Hopefully Shadowlands is still fixed, otherwise Chester just got sent to hell. He's gonna go hang out with Sylvanas and the Maw. Keep your nose clean. Thing I need to remember is if I'm gonna pull big, it's totally fine. I just need to use my cooldowns so that things actually die. Sitting next to Pelagos waiting for Hazel to show up. That's her. That's the one I told you about. Justice for Chester. I mean, I have Chester. He's safe in my bags. It's just the first one. Remember when there was like a spate of clone-themed sci-fi where the whole premise was that you and your clone were existing simultaneously? I feel like there was like a Paul Rudd show like that that was half decent. And then I must have read a book with that premise as well. It's like an old one. I guess that wouldn't have been a spate of things. It would have just been like a theme across a couple of different properties, but you know. Maybe it's just a literary device through which to examine your relationship with yourself. Literally externalizing it. Are you on your side or are you your worst enemy? What the reasoning is to let us have 3 copies of the same pet. Any benefits to having multiples? For pet battles specifically, sometimes there are pet battles where you might want to use the same pet multiple times. You might want a couple of copies of the exact same one.
Run.
It's almost never mandatory. It almost never comes up that it's like the only way to do a fight. But it does happen. I don't bother with it. I, as a general rule, will only keep 1 of each. Some of the dungeons and such wanted me to have 3 ickies. Yeah, some of the family battler achieves, I feel like I wanted, I don't know, a couple of... One of the, you know what it was? One of the Argus family battler achievements was very hard and really wanted multiple identical copies of something or another. I forget what it was. One of my strats were called for it. And I got multiple copies for that one thing, but then as soon as I was done with the fight, I abandoned one of them. I released it because it was a wild pet and because, you know, I was finished with the achievement. You don't need to do those things more than once. Thank goodness for that. But yeah. It used to be the case that... Actually, I wonder... There might be some people that insist on collecting 3 of each because they can. Now that there's no longer an overall cap to your pet collection. Remember when there was caps to your pet collection? It was never more than the amount of pets that was available, but it was if you wanted to have duplicates. This story seems not so bad so far. I feel like we're doing fine here. This may be my favorite Tacrothanibus story. I've already rescued 4 of 5 Niffin. Although, you know what? There's probably other there's probably other stuff we're gonna have to do. Any more Niffin over here? There's some gold over there. I know the circle's over here, but sometimes they're misleading. There he is. Recently did Kazalgar Family Battler, so easy. Started working on Dragonflight and hit a wall with some strats. Yeah, some of them are harder than others. I like that the War Within ones don't have you do like 10 different tamers. 4 is such a lovely, reasonable number. I think I missed with that. 1,300 pets. Still don't have all the pets they want for Family Battlers sometimes. Yeah. Happens. Definitely happens. I've had a couple of occasions recently where maybe I had the pets, but I didn't actually have them leveled yet, which is pretty rare for me. I normally have them all leveled. But I fell behind, I guess. And the funny thing is I wouldn't even notice. I'm so spoiled that I just expect to be able to, I just totally expect to be able to do the strat without even checking if I have the pets. So I popped in the strat, popped in the script, fired it up, and I was like, wait, why am I losing? And I realized one of my pets was level 1. This has never happened to me before. How could this be? Very nice. That's 2 suspicious Niffin, and we have 2 Nemesis packs left. I'm gonna do this pack by itself because I find that the hobgoblins hurt very badly. They hit very hard.
Charging. Move.
I don't even know if my honey buzzer is hitting them properly because of the ZXs. Don't have some for older family battlers. Still need to level a lot. It's kind of like a meditative project, though. Leveling pets and like just shining up the pet collection. It's relaxing, I find. When you're in the right mood for it. It's like cross-stitching, you know? You sit down and you just chip away at something for a while.
Pulling in.
Kind of salty because the next Super Squirt Day is the same day as 11.5. Oh dear. Well. Yeah, Jeff will tell you all about a better alternative to Super Squirt Day. Maybe that'll help. Doesn't change that the pet battle bonus event would still be on top of that week, though. 11.5 will have to wait. There's important pet leveling going on over here. Got the personal use sapper pet for shipping and handling. Have you summoned him yet? It's incredible. I love that one. It's enormous. It's so big. Pretty happy with that one. Nice. He's huge. Guild recruiting called Squirrel Squad? Yep. That would be our guild. Why did Streamlabs not have the emotes? Maybe Streamlabs never has the emotes. I think Scoots must have made that macro. I think they're recruiting. Oh, they were gonna pull. Finally figured out why I hate Cobus. They look like deep sea fish. Thanks, deep sea phobias.
Pulling in.
I don't think any phobias are good to have, but of all phobias to avoid, I guess I don't know because I don't have it, so I may be not empathetic, but it's probably reasonable to stay out of the deep sea.
Pulling in.
I guess it would be media that depicts the deep sea more than anything, because I don't know. I feel like diving is optional, generally speaking. I don't want to do it. I don't like going anywhere where I can't breathe the air. I'm not not trying to go to space, and I'm not trying to go diving. I would maybe snorkel as long as I'm not trying to get tangled up on the bottom. Well, I guess nobody's trying to get tangled up on the bottom.
Oh, Fran's got your back.
Pulling in.
So far, only been able to comfortably do the Dead Mind's Pet Metal Dungeon. Nervous to try the others. Which ones were easier than others? I don't know. I did them all in order. Gosh, I used to do Wailing Cavern so often. You were never done with it. Because you had to try to get lucky with the RNG drops for the pets from the bag. It wasn't a currency like they did later on. Yeah, the Gnomer one is long. I remember that. I ground it extra too. Like, I ground the Gnomer pet dungeon to get all of the pets for myself, and then I ground it longer to get pets to sell, because I was like, well, I already have the teams set up. I don't even think I had the scripts, but I already had the team set up. And I thought this is a great way to make gold, because people are going to want these pets, and people are going to not want to do this grind, and those pets are sellable. They're cageable. It's not a bad idea, actually. Especially if I set up scripts. Yeah, one from Caverns has the Spore guy. I think I eventually caved and bought it. I farmed it for so many weeks and then was like, I can't. I want to be free. Let me leave.
Run.
It's so nice to do them for the pet dungeons, or for the pet dungeon portals, though.
Run for.
You'll enjoy those forever. Those are such a lovely quality of life upgrade for your whole account forever.
Watch your step. Run.
I went on a cruise a few years ago, surprisingly fine, but the ship was big enough to be able to access the
Watch your step.
I never did a cruise. I've done ferries. Ferries are nice big boats. Kind of like the BC ferries. The views are always beautiful.
That's more like it.
Excited to get those achievements done. It's a title I want for sure. Alright, I think we did it. We got all our Nemesis packs done. We did our boss. We're gonna get a piece of champion loot. We got some brain experience. He leveled up again. He just reached level 68. I got a champion helmet. It was transmog I needed though, which is nice. Another reason it occurred to me that it might be nice to have season 2 alts of like various classes is that eventually when down the road they like let you just catalyze as many things as you want, I can get like all the tier set appearances if I have the characters ready to go. Sounds kind of nice. Yeah, level 68 Brandy's coming along. We're doing great. Alright, let's turn this one in. See if we get anything good over there. How many undercoins do I have? Almost 3k. I want to get the rest of the ensembles purchased off of the undercoin vendor.
The answers are here. I can feel it. Travel safe.
However, they're expensive. I've been buying them, and I've been not buying the keys and stuff, so I am saving up. But yeah, another 3 of them, 5k each. And as it stands, these are not transferable, so gotta do it on each character. However, seems that... Oh, Bobbin has 2 more keys, but she's done all 4 of her bountifuls for today anyway. So she's done for the day, regardless. I think that I'm going to take a short break, and when I come back, it's alt leveling time. We have a whole week worth of stream, so we can do, I I do want to do delves and weeklies on Anthus as well. I want to have a little paladin time, but I think I'm going to save that for maybe tomorrow. And we do some Warlock leveling. Keep chipping away at it. I will be right back. Okie dokie. Let's do it. Speaking of Catalyst, got KSM the other day, and I still think it's rather unfortunate that the reward is a free charge. It's supposed to be a piece of tier. Shoulder luck has been awful. Yeah. Yeah, that's understandable. I think I liked the charge just because I found the process of buying the piece of tier off the vendor really confusing, because you had to kind of like avoid the PvP stuff and then find the right difficulty and figure out what you wanted. And sometimes I would have like a better piece of tier or a better track piece of tier available to catalyze right away, but that was just because I had a lot of gear sitting around like waiting for a catalyst. It definitely would not be the case if you got stuck on a piece of gear, which totally happens. Okay. So, I made about 550 gold. Pretty happy with that. Oh yeah, I'm not running around a random mounts anymore. We're gonna fly around on something or another. Let's see. Is she gonna ride a black bumblebee? That's kind of sick. I was just trying to figure out what my rarest mount was that would look half decent on this character. Don't understand why they don't make undercoins transferable. I don't know if they ever said why. I think they said they were going to get around to redoing it at some point. I don't know if it was a bug or if it's a choice that's on purpose. Because you're right, they did used to be. It's a bit strange. I am needing to do the Skitterweb Matriarch and rescue some sea dogs. That's going to be mainly in the thing. So we had Cragmoth. Cragmoth was my tank pet. I am a little itty bitty baby, level 18 Warlock, and we were just getting started here. She has urban mining, herb and mining, not urban mining. She has unstable affliction, which is a great job. PvP's vendor sells an item to make your PvE tier also work for PvP, which is huge for doing them on the same character. That's cool. That's really nice. I did not know about that. I like leveling out here. I want to do as many of the Silver Pine quests as I can get away with and then go into Hillsbrad. Foothills. Is urban mining a code for stealing catalytic converters? An undead warlock. Yeah. I keep messing around with her title. She's a Veil Strider for now. I don't know if that's her. If that's going to be like the title though. Urban mining would be great for engineers. Very goblin activity. I need a hat. Re-up her buff. Plus she's gonna look really cool. Nice. And I can't forget, I have Burning Rush, so I can zip on out of here. Also, I need to make a new Health Stone and a new Soul Stone. So we're a little light on the Sea Dogs. There may be some that we can rescue outdoors as well. It seems like those things actually don't aggro you by default. They just kind of spawn there. So unless you're running by them, you don't need to worry about it. I'm curious about how long her plate is going to be when I finish leveling her eventually. Because I feel like I'm pretty fast, but I'm also not doing anything terribly efficiently. 5 of 6. 6 of 6, nice. They do not let you do time walking dungeons at this low level. They do let you eventually, but I forget what the level is. I'm not sure that I really want to do time walking. It's not my favorite thing. I know it's great leveling, but I honestly really like just questing like this. Okay, we go back to high command. Level 20. Well, we'll be there in a hop, skip, and a jump here. We just hit 19. Our orcs are in order.
What are we if not slaves to this torment?
Oh yeah, hi Sylvanas, how you doing? It's so weird being able to dragon ride around at level like 19 while you're leveling. They let you do it at 10 now, and it's just so weird. Oh yeah, I have a proc now. I can proc a... That's right. I need to make sure I get my health stones set up here. Maybe use one. Oh, I just earned the ability to summon a Syad. Succubus or an Incubus here. Let's find out what their name is. I wonder if it's going to be a random one or the other. I also don't remember if they have the same name or not. There she is. Her name is Angora. Adorable. Sheep's wool. That's a type of sheep. Love that. Curious if it's if I can roll. Also, she's very small. She's much shorter than me. If by default, yeah, succubus or incubus, so it should be able to do either. I know you can like specify one or the other as the warlock trainer. You have to change it in the barbershop. Oh, yeah, it does seem to be giving me the same one. Her wings would make a cool cosmetic backpack. Yeah, we have dragon wings. I don't know if we have demon wings. We have bone wings. We have fairy wings. We have angel wings. We have butterfly wings. I'm glad they're not shy about giving us wings. Old fashioned. I turn off dragon riding while I'm leveling. Just use steady flight. It feels wrong in the leveling zones. Turn it back on once I hit war with it. That's some commitment. Dedication to the cause. I'm using my Seed of Corruption. It's not doing as much damage as I want it to. My AoE's okay, I suppose. I feel like it was better earlier. Perhaps I need to change back. Maybe Angora is not the best pet to have out. Maybe my I mean, I'm not tanking right now, so it's fine. It looks like my Agatha, the Valkyrie, is tanking. I don't even think I have pet command yet, do I? I must have, right? No, no command demon. Command demon's not until level 29. So I can't even make her like CC anybody or kick anybody. It's just she's just hanging out. If only the wings were bigger and we could fly with them. Well, if you want that, you just roll a drac there. It'll be great. I wonder if I should Seed of Corruption again just for the explosion AoE? Yeah, maybe. Go way old-fashioned and run around on foot until level 40. Do you think people do that nowadays? I feel like if you wanted that, you would just play Classic. I feel like it would be a very special kind of person that really wanted to do that, to do it in retail. Come to really like Director. Face and hair options. Leroy is 174, and that just feels weird. Can't go back to leveling with that dragonflight. That's pretty nice. I like the XP that I get from the Darkmoon hat, but it's so silly looking. I'm so funny looking. You're a wizard. I'm like a party wizard. Need to make so many organs for their starter gear. Oh. I don't know if the bee is the mount. I used to die doing this all the time. You just have to make it into the room. You don't have to fight anything if you don't want to. For some reason, the hat makes her seem more evil to me. Favorite races are changing and it makes you want to purge a lot of alts. Happens. Oh, kitty. Oh, stinky. I know, I just took my break. Might need to get that in a sec. You finished? I figure Agatha just flies you out of here at the end of this quest, so I had some waiting to do anyway. Ooh. Remember something you'll want to know? 1115 is giving us a Winds of Wisdom buff for the life of the patch. 20% to XP, 200% to Dragonflight reps, and then 100% to War Within reps. Interesting. I wonder what the best part of that is. Probably the experience for me. 10 to 79. Yeah, excludes Undermine reps. That makes sense. Does not count for Undermine. Figured that would be too easy. Yeah, I guess if I end up wanting to level any more alts, it'll be good. Even just leveling my 70s to 80, honestly. Like, I don't think I'm going to start a ton of characters completely from scratch like this.
We are the Forsaken.
There we
We
go.
will slaughter anyone who stands in our way.
It's just, well, maybe a few. It's not the honeypack hive, mother. It's not the butterfly. It's funny how many of the protoform synthesis mounts are still relatively rare. All things considered. Help, I have too many mounts. It's a real problem. I don't know what I want to ride. That kind of matches her hair. I don't know if it's very undead warlocky, but still missing 2 protoform synthesis pets. Just hate moat farming. Yeah. If you had any stashed in any other characters, they are warbound. But doesn't necessarily help. It's funny, I just learned how to switch flight styles. It's like they didn't want me to slow fly until now. Hi Hazel, how was your 4-day weekend? I feel like it was a 2-day this time, right? I know the last one was a 3-day weekend. I know, I've been like kind of here and gone. It's hard to keep track of. It was good. It was busy. I think it's gonna be a long time before I get a weekend where I can fully just like chill. And I think most people live their lives like this, where they're like, they get to their weekend and they're like, okay, I've got some errands to do now, or like I'm gonna see these people that I didn't have time to see during the week, and they'll like do a bunch of stuff and not just sit around and do nothing. I think that's normal for people, but it's new to me, so it's gonna be a while before I get like a real chill weekend. It was good though. Haven't found out farming the worst part. Glimmer of satisfaction and the glimmer from the spider egg cache. Yeah. Yeah. I'm very late. I still haven't made a YouTube member video for April. I normally post one on like the 1st or 2nd, but I don't have one yet. And I can't think of anything because like normally it's like a Hazel's home video, you know? It's like a behind the scenes of like my life. But all of the things that I'm doing in my life right now behind the scenes are kind of like, because I'm basically just working on house hunting and stuff and trying to move, all of it is like sensitive, so I can't film any of it. I guess I could film myself like, I don't know, cleaning my kitchen. Maybe I'll do something like that. Heaven knows I've watched other people do less. Did I ever get the Camel Hoarder mount title? Mount? Yes. Title? Possibly not. Film yourself cooking a meal. You know what's funny is I thought of that, but I literally haven't been cooking. Like, if I've been cooking, it's been like, I boiled a noodle. I took sauce from a can and put it on the noodle. It's been busy. Been a little gassed. One whole noodle. Is there anything in here? There is. There it is. Barbara, thank you for the 29-month resub. Catalyst was a good addition, but when they added it to Sepulchre, you have to bring every class in there to get some pieces to complete their sets. Yeah. Thank goodness for add-ons that will help tell us which ones we still need. All the things helps, and I think Kanemaget helps as well. It's nice being in the zone. I do think I miss the old version of it. I haven't played through the old version of it in a long time. It was known as a bit dangerous of a place to be in hardcore, so I tended to avoid it a little bit. I didn't stay here super long on my undead. But it was nice. I used to feel so rich because I would come here and there would be Briarthorn. And Briarthorn was one of those herbs that even after, well after the end of the expansion, it made a lot of gold on the auction house. It always had selling value. I think because it was used for like sprint potions or maybe swim speed potions or maybe both. You could almost always count on selling Briarthorn. Classic herbs are actually holding value these days. I've done pretty well, relatively speaking anyway. Maybe I just haven't been considering inflation. So what used to feel like doing well nowadays doesn't really seem that crazy, but you know, a couple gold per herb. It's not that much worse than War Within herb values. Sylvanas looks cool with this new Kata update. I wonder if she'll be relevant to any future stories. I don't have Plumber anymore. I heard that they've been doing stuff. Doing all kinds of different things. Oh, I probably need to spend some talents in level 21. Corruption damage. Oh, I haven't been rousing any sea dogs. I need to get them drunk again, I'm pretty sure. I think is how that works. go. I must have agony. I do, and I haven't been using it. I should. Especially if there's like a boss or anything. Oh, I didn't even need to put that on my bar. You can just right click for it. I forgot they can let you do that these days. 2 random racing class combos. I mean, if you want, there's always the randomizer. You could always roll one true fate. Maybe after, maybe for my next ult after the Warlock, I will randomize it as long as, and then just roll until I get a class that I haven't leveled yet. Oh, hey, it's Dude. Although, oh, they will let me fight him. Okay, good. I thought maybe they wouldn't. I did use it at some point. Yeah, that's how Scary came to be. That was how my Maghar Orc Blood Death Knight ult happened in Dragonflight. There are certain like classes I don't have at 80. I have all of them at 70, although some of them are only due to remix. There's definitely classes that I have not played very much of. Things like Monk, Mage, Demon Hunter, and Death Knight. Although I guess I did have a little arc. Little DK arc. Yeah, it'll pull a spec for you as well if you like. This quest is kind of violent because of the flying meat that comes out of the the water when you shoot. Finally finished getting all of the Azerothian archives things. Very nice. Oh, I need to remember to do that. I'm close. Boy, does that meat fly! And then you get a big like blood fog in the water too. It's quite graphic. For WoW, anyway. Imagine if they did that for the sniper quest in Undermine. Just a big bloody mist and then the meat flying out from them. You think people would complain? Just because you're zoomed in a little closer on it than you are here. World of Gorecraft. Now, Agony. I can run on top of Corruption. Is there anything they do that people don't complain about? That is true. Yeah, I guess it's not an if, it's a how much and how loudly. People complain? Have I leveled a character of every race? Probably... At some point in my life, yes. Some of them I really haven't stuck with very long. Pandaren only got leveled in Remix. That was my first max level Pandaren, was Remix. I don't currently have any Volpera, but I had one for some point, because I had a Volpera Survival Hunter for a hot minute, and I did Mage Tower on her back in Shadowlands. But she got deleted at some point. Rest in pieces.
What do you need?
What do you need? Yeah, I don't remember when I deleted her. I don't remember if it was the big purge. I don't even remember when the big purge was, to be honest. Every now and then I'll kind of go through my list and I'll prune a teeny tiny little bit. You know, just see who doesn't need to be there anymore. Oh yeah, I still don't have an Earthen. There's a race I don't have at max level. I have no max level earthen. I've made a couple of them. Well, 2. I guess 2's kind of a couple. I've made 2 of them. One of them I played a little bit and deleted. And by played a little bit, I just mean I did the intro. And then the second one, I flew around doing a little bit of Lunar Festival on, because I figured I'd be doing double duty of collecting tokens and also leveling with exploration experience. Yeah, it's fine. I have no connection to earthen, though. Level an earthen unholy DK. Maybe I need to make a male earthen. Maybe it's just the female ones that aren't clicking with me. Wasn't there for that stream. How did the reactions go? I don't remember. I don't think I was looking at chat. There's a VOD of it somewhere on YouTube, but I don't think it would have chat in it. You can't be DKs. Oh no. Oh well. Rip. Let's see. Level 22. In a bit. I'm gonna check for a rare. Just see if it's up. It wants to drop me Raven's Claws. Is up. Is up. Has a chance. Make one a pally? Yeah, maybe. I doubt it though. I've never really been too worried about getting all the different pally mounts. I have 1 paladin. No, I have 2 paladins. I keep forgetting about that poor dwarf paladin that I leveled. I did not get the Raven's Claws from Ravenclaw. It's worth a try though. I keep forgetting. Oh, hang on. Another rare. These are great. This is my beloved. Made a bright blue male earthen. Never play him, but I like the way he looks. With the golden beard. Like a big chunk of azurite. Maybe I need to stop trying to make them look pretty and just make him look remarkable. Maybe that'll make me play him. Just make a crazy looking one. Starting to care now that ATT is telling me that I'm missing 3 paladin mounts. Yeah. Son of Argol. Scary. It says he still has a quest, but don't worry, I'm on it. What's this then? I like how Fortescue throws you out. Speaking of poor Anthus, next time when I play him, I'll play him tomorrow. I'll do his delves. I need to mog his helmet. He got a hero track helmet, which is lovely, catalyzable. Catalyzable gear for him and a nice high item level. But he, I need to transmog it still. Imagine neglecting Anthus's delves. We'll get him tomorrow for sure. Oh, I can summon a Fell Hunter. Also, what did we get? We got Underwater Breathing. Unending Breath, which, as an undead warlock, is the silliest thing. Although it does give you swim speed as well, so I guess I'll keep it on my bar. I was gonna be like, oh man, this is gonna be sick for underwater delves, and I forgot I'm a Forsaken. I don't need to breathe anyway. It used to be that they would just get longer water breathing, but I am pretty sure they changed it at some point to be just perma water breathing. You can breathe underwater indefinitely. Oh yeah, the Gilneas storyline. I remember this spot. This isn't too bad.
What is it?
Especially when we can fly. There's some big travel time quests out here, but we can just zip right over this. We'll loot this guy's head, and that'll give us a quest as well. What's this? Subjugate demon. Lovely. I want to summon my Fell Hunter and see what his name is. Fell Hunters always have names that sound like a sneeze. Or like a vacuum sound. What do we get? Who's my doggy? His name is Mommin. I've never seen a Fell Hunter with a name like that. They're usually like Kazuguzuguzuguzum. He sounds like a sheep between Angora the succubus and then Mommin. I have like a sheep theme here. I'm gonna start riding an Argyle mount. Oh. Sounds like a food brand or something. Now we need a Woolomancer title. One of my hunters tamed a sheep from Dragonflight, and I love that pet. It's so cute. It's like just a big fluffy ram looking thing. I should probably get my Voidwalker back out just because I can't kick yet. I don't have any interrupts. I wonder which of my pets does the most damage. It's probably the imp. Character is now a tailor in my mind because of this sheep theme. Yeah, she might have to be a tailor. I love my Woolomancer staff. What do you mean? What does it look like? What's it from? Do I need one? Do I have one? Oh, the mage artifact. Oh, right. Okay, so I'm out of luck on this character. That is perfectly fine. Fair and reasonable. Alright, I need another 6 Worgen. Can I get someplace where I can tag them all? Close, anyway. I like AF for leveling. It's fun. It feels like we're kind of motoring. I think, yeah. Angkor is also a rabbit breed. You know what? I said sheep, and I think I was thinking about wool, and I just assumed sheep. You're totally right. It's a rabbit. Angora wool is rabbit fur. I remember because I was looking at scarves on Etsy once. I had gotten it into my head that I wanted a handmade scarf from like a nice quality wool. And I was looking around for somebody like on Etsy that would make one and trying to figure out who was actually a crafter and not just like, you know, Alibaba dropshipping. And somebody said that they made Angora wool crafts and from their own bunny. Like they would harvest their own bunny's fur. And they had like a little picture and a story about their bunny. I didn't end up going that way. I think I ended up getting a llama wool or alpaca wool, one of the two. Probably alpaca. Alpaca wool scarf instead, but I remember this one person was like, yeah, it's my bunny. I'll make you a scarf from my own bunny fur. Oh, probably need to put on some gear upgrades because some of these things that I'm wearing don't have any stats. I do have heirlooms on, which is helping, but not perfect. Would you ever have a pet bunny? Probably not, just because I know it can be not impossible, but maybe a bit difficult to keep them stress-free alongside predator animals like dogs and cats. And I'm pretty attached to dogs and cats. I'm a big fan of visiting someone with a bunny. Get some orders. Some submarines done over here. Didn't pick up the Delve World Quest before I started doing Delves. I did that as well. I had that same experience. I did it. I remembered one in though, so I was still able to finish it the same day. Oh, I ought to be doing Agony here. Let's gather stuff up with Agony and then we can do like a little curse of, Do you think I'll make it? I've gotten myself killed here before doing this. Seed of Corruption here. Nice. I think between kitty and doggy, and you know, maybe a nice fishy. Maybe a nice fish. Just the one. I wonder if I moved, if I would do another like big aquarium or not. Obviously not right away, because I think if I move anywhere, I'm gonna be in my broke era for some time. My let's chill out and make sure we've got a good handle on all of our various bills era, but eventually maybe. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dude. Hazel. Hi Scarlet. How you doing? Do you miss having fish? I mean, I have fish right now. I have 2 fishies. I'm kind of impressed that they're still chugging along. The rest of their friends died like what feels like a year ago. And I've just been like kind of waiting for these 2 to sort of finish up their lives, but they keep on keeping on, so they're doing fine. I do miss my big aquarium. It wasn't huge, but it was a 20-gallon long and it had some really cool fish in it. Yeah, they just keep swimming. I like fish keeping, but I like doing it in kind of like a low maintenance way where I'm not in over my head with too many tanks. I like doing freshwater tanks with easy maintenance plants and easy maintenance fish. I don't want anything too fussy. I like being able to just kind of like feed them, do my weekly water change, and aside from that, it's just kind of vibing. That's, cat versus fish problems? No, never. Even before she went blind, she never ever bothered the fish. There's a lid on the aquarium anyways, and there's not really a spot for her to get up on the aquarium or like anywhere near it to bother them. But nowadays she's blind, so I don't think she even knows the fish exist. Maybe one day though, if I ever get another cat one day, might need to look into it. Nice. Some bracers. Yeah, this quest sucks. This quest sucks if you are not, if you're just running on the ground. I'll get the corpse first.
What is it?
And then we'll find 20 combatants. You can get like little packs of dogs because most of these are elites, but you can find little packs of hounds. Yeah. So we want this. Perfect. Ants Canada goes over the top with vivariums. I've heard of him. I haven't seen any videos though. It sounds cool. It sounds real neat. I used to love Fu the Flowerhorn. Those aquarium videos. I don't think he makes them anymore. I think he's retired. have to resurrect those jerks. Questing in Cultiers takes me back. Remember Foo. I loved the, what was it, like a 10-gallon no heater, no filter, like that he would do Wallstad style planted tanks. And he had the sparkling Garami. Loved that. You would have different plants at the top of it. It was just such a relaxing style of fish keeping and just like wonderful videos. To this day, that like classical music that he used to use, it's a pretty common piece of classical music that comes up in various playlists. And to this day, it's still, oh yeah, it's for the flower horn music. Can one be retired if they never stop being tired in the first place? Now that sounds like a joke you'd hear at a retirement party. Somebody calling themselves still tired instead. Demonic circle, pretty in.
This had better be good.
Demonic circle is exactly one of those types of abilities that I know I should use, and it has wonderful applications, and I just never get around to it. I never remember to drop it. I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad that you're here too, Scarlet. What? You can still farm mounts in Mechagon and Nashatar. You absolutely can, and people do. Betcha you go out and you camp for Rustfeather and you're not going to be alone. There's going to be other people there. Betcha Soundless still gets attention anytime he comes up. Soundless, I think, was the first rare that drops him out that made me give up. You don't yap too much, Scarlet. You're just fine. It was like, I will do long spawn times or I will do low drop rates. I will not do both. It's too much. I'm exercising my right to not bother. Even worse because he gets one shot. Oh man, they really take their sweet time flying you out of here. What level did I get up to? Level 26. Coming along, coming along. So they'll send me to Hillspread, but I still have to do the, there's more quests for Amber Mill. I like questing and leveling like this. I'm not even too fussed about not being, you know, 70 in like 2 days or anything like that. It's just kind of nostalgic. It goes fast enough. She's only been alive for 2 hours and 44 minutes. This character is less than 3 hours old. I shouldn't be too impatient. Alright, you work on Lord Godfrey. I'm gonna clean up my bags. Many lucky doos. Remember the PvP in Nejdar? Top notch. There was a mount for it that I never got. Come to think of it. I'd be able to sell that robe. It's a nice one. Every now and then I vendor something and I get a little pink text for having vendored a gray item that I needed the appearance for. Makes me happy. 5 gold per silver leaf. Good grief. You can farm it killing rares in Nejdar now? Yeah. That's a good tip. Yeah, pretty close to 100%. 93.3. There's an item from... I killed him earlier today. We'll check out the spell scribe, but we'll do the questline first. For the Chandler's staff, which says it's for 500,000 gold. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
What joy is there in this curse?
These re-added rares are fun, though, for sure. Nice to have something to kind of poke around for while you're leveling. Music is spooky out here. Oh man, it's almost noon. How did that happen? How did the time go so fast? I guess we were only leveling for the last hour, but it's just so comfy. It feels like a weekend. It's Wednesday, but it feels like a weekend. Maybe. I actually thought about leveling her off stream, but I didn't get around to it. I ended up playing Animal Crossing instead. How many of these can I survive? Not too bad. Half of those done. Oh, hello. This isn't the rare that drops the thing that I need, but... Here we go, level 27. I'm gonna keep my demon. Gasp, leveling without us. Thought about it. What do you do when you level off stream? Music? Background to fill the void? Yeah, maybe like music or a YouTube video or something. Stick a video essay on. Something real chill like that. Maybe a podcast. In theory, anyway. I don't have any podcasts that I'm currently listening to. I've been trying to download different music albums because I've been driving a lot more recently, just like going places and checking things out and house hunting. And I've been trying to like really fill up my phone with like downloaded music so that if I leave cell service, I still have stuff to listen to. Yeah. Hazel's in her house hunting era. Do I have a favorite recent podcast? I don't. I did have some interest in a 5-year-old episode of, I forget what it's called, maybe Off the Menu. Anyway, Joe Thomas, I think, guested on James Acaster's podcast, and I heard it was funny, and I want to listen to it, because I'm on a Joe Thomas kick again. Jackson Muir, thank you for the 47-month resub. Hello, Hazel. Hope you are well, and that all the things you are planning are coming along nicely. Thank you very, very much. So far, so good. So far, so good. Trying to keep it together. Way a bit lately. Missed that tidbit. I'm being pretty vague about, like, the various stages of things because of, I mean, there's, like, a lot of uncertains and unknowns when it comes to this kind of thing, and I don't want to, like, I don't know, get anybody too hyped about it until I have a sure thing. And also because I'm going to be real vague about locations for security reasons, obviously, so timelines and locations are going to be kind of details a little fuzzed here and there. If you're ever like, Hazel, your stories don't line up, it's because some of them are lies about anything that could be used to like track down where I live anyway. Kapow, thank you for the 26-month resub. Appreciate it very much. But yeah. I'm trying to buy something. I'm trying to be a mortgage payer instead of a rent payer. Doing my best. What do you want now, Sylvanas? I'll take that up to the sepulcher. I want to finish this little quest line so that I can go back to Ambermill and try and find the Ambermill spell scribe. complete the main storyline to avoid phasing issues. I think I'm close. Because there's a channeler staff I could try for there. Plus, you know, we're leveling. We're halfway to 28. And I've managed to not die, which is nice because, oh, hang on. I think it gives you a portal. Yeah. Super nice because I have a Darkmoon Faire hat on and I don't want to have to, oopsies. I don't want to have to, use an extra one. Humans and an Archmage's signet ring over here. Also this thing. Whatever you do, don't move into an HOA. It may not be that simple. Over half... What is the percentage in BC that are strata homes? Percentage of strata homes in BC. And freehold homes. I'm certainly looking at some of them, but the housing market here where I live is... It's insane in a lot of places, but it's also insane here. Quite, but... It says only 30%. I wonder how many of those are new home buyers. It may not be that simple. It's been in your mind a while. Cool, you started in earnest. Yeah, I promise I will do all of my due diligence about whatever place it ends up being. I have a really good realtor that I'm very happy with. That is very experienced in the market and with first-time home buyers, and it's kind of helped them walk me through everything to watch out for and everything to look into and all of the various bits and pieces, so I am in good hands. Can't just close in a house with a spit in a handshake? You just walk in there like you own the place and they just hand you over the keys. I keep trying to kick, but I don't have it kick right now. You don't want Chad to give you all of your advice? I'm sure there is great advice. There's probably a smaller percentage of it that is relevant to my market, though. I found that when looking into home buying advice, a lot of it is American-based. And some of that is relevant and some of it is not. So it's... I'm trusting my local experts that I have recruited to help me in this endeavor. I promise I'm doing it all by the book. But what I need from you guys is good vibes. Fingers crossed. As many fingers crossed as we can possibly get. I'm gonna need more than a little bit of luck. Well, more than a little bit of luck unless I want to be... Either luck or persistence, one of the two. Hopefully luck, and then we won't have to worry about persistence. How many of these do I need to kill? Ah, that'll be enough, actually. I don't have nearly enough things that spend my soul shards. I'm always capped on them on AF so far while I'm leveling. Maybe there's a talent I need to be prioritizing. I don't have Malefic Rapture yet. I think it's soon. That's improved Malefic Rapture. Do I have Malefic Rapture? A, B, C, D, E, F, G? Health Funnel, Mortal Coil, Shadow Bolt. Oh, it's on the app side. Oh, there it is. Wow. Imagine that. Alright, well I should start pressing that then. I can't be the only person that says the alphabet every time I'm looking for something in an alphabetized list.
I'm listening.
Can't possibly be just me. I do that all the time. Have I finished the zone? No, there might be more that I need to do. Yeah, there's Forsaken Front quests I have to do still. I think I'm gonna finish this tomorrow. Oh, it was good though. We got a level 20. I gotta fight at least one thing. Attack speed. Hang on. What does this do? Damaging periodic effects erupt on all targets. So, here, let me grab like a bear, this, and then we'll cast it. Can I just spam it? Okay, I can spam it. It would probably make more sense if I had more dots in all of them though, so I'll probably be dotting them all up and then spamming it. Hi Hazel. Hello. How you doing? Takes a shard. Okay. Well, it's nice that I have something that can spend them now. Oh, I finished Test Your Strength. I'll get some tickets when I go back to the fair next time. Alright, I'm overtime. I gotta wrap up for the day. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a little Ret Paladin alt time. I'm going to take Anthus into some delves and do a little bit of whacking people with his ore. And then maybe some more Warlock leveling. I've been really enjoying it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate your company, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.